That's like the third. That's like third on my. I open TikTok. That's third on the recommended.
They're playing. I was like, it's Destiny.
Yeah, they know.
They know, man. They know
I
what
might
I
be
need.
the only person that doesn't do TikTok. Sorry.
Well, because of that. Because Tyler believes the woke Chinese government is taking.
No.
True, man.
I went 3 down and got this. How many can there be?
Unlimited.
Literally next one.
Not enough.
Unlimited.
Taylor, I went on a ranked rivals crash out.
Everybody's loud.
Bro. Yeah, I had yesterday Rivals record 0-12. Down
0-12.
horrendous. Down horrendous.
Was this ranked?
No, it was quick plays.
Thank God. Dude, we played. I let this thing happen where I let my freaking unemployed friends play just enough rounds to get themselves out of where I can queue with them. And so they left me with the guy that I made the video on who's a terrible healer. I take him and I take a buddy who's a really good Groot. And I'm like, we can still make this happen. I'm playing tank, Groot's playing tank, this kid's playing healer. We do a full round. He pops 3k healing. We get dumpster.
That's
We
criminal.
get dumps, and we're like, and it's not even. The worst part is like we're even doing what a tank should do, and all of our DPS are going like 1-8, and it's just the worst thing ever. And then I hear my buddy, who's the one who outranks me, in the other room also screaming because the squad split. We're both just getting cooked.
Just queuing with different sections of the squad, yeah.
Him and his buddy do Venom Spider-Man combo, and they can just churn, or this guy just plays a really good. He's a really good Spider-Man, and so we're lacking DPS, and they're lacking good tanks, and it was just
Criminal.
the worst.
There's no worse feeling than logging on and like you're ready to play and you're like, oh, I can't queue with you anymore. That's the worst.
Dude, it hurts.
Also, Matt, can you? For some reason, your microphone is in VDO Ninja twice.
Can I leave? You want me to leave and come back?
Yeah, try that, or maybe like unplug it and plug it back in. But like I'm hearing you twice. It's very strange. And it's like
So
it's
am I.
listed in your audio settings twice.
That's what I thought. I thought it was something with on my end.
Yeah, it's very strange.
All right, can we ban him?
Yeah, change the link. Change the link real quick. Hey, Corey.
Hi.
Hey.
I never found it.
No, dude.
I went back and probably scraped the leaves for like 45 minutes.
I hate that, man.
And then I
It's
said,
the
screw it,
actual
and
worst.
I ended up playing the rest of the round.
Okay, you only have one microphone now.
When you log on, you can literally pick like you can pick every microphone intake that you would want. For some reason, I had 2 selected.
Big balla. Oh, I'm streaming unlisted right now, by the way. Whoops, I wanted to make sure it worked.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, whoops. Oh, Matt, if you want to, at your soonest convenience, also just upload that one episode to YouTube private, and I can download it and re-upload it.
Bro, I
Either-
keep forgetting my bad.
No, I've also.
But
I also
no,
forgot.
you're good. It is my bad there. I've been getting absolutely reamed with work, and then now I'm taking 2 days of PTO, and I'm just
Ooh.
leaving them with the crap. I'm just leaving. I'm like, sorry guys, and they're like, okay. Literally 2 p.m. yesterday, this guy, or no, actually 3:30. Guy pings me. He goes, "Hey, I need a list of every URL you use, every container, every database instance, it just lists 8 things and goes, and I need it by 2 p.m. tomorrow." And then just leaves me, and I'm just like,
Sick.
and so I've just been literally. He's like, "I'm sorry, it's so soon, but I need it, and I need you to get it done." And I was like, "Okay." So I had to pull like 2 platform engineers and 2 developers off their work to get it done in time. And I'm just leaving them all, which I'm really happy about.
Matt, you lead a
Low-key a
team.
great feeling.
No. There's
Oh.
project managers, there's developers, and right in between, there's business analysts. And they do all the crap work. And I'm a business analyst. But if my project leads leave, like they'll leave in a week, everything just becomes my responsibility.
Did anyone get that 20% off St. Patty's Day deal on Infinite?
Oh, who
No,
the
but it's
frick wants to
50% off all
order-
menu price pizzas at Domino's this week.
It's what?
Oh, wait, are you
50% off
serious?
at Domino's this week, man. Yeah.
Tyler,
Wow.
who wants to go on to Infinite and purposely order green discs?
Somebody that used my affiliate link, hopefully.
Now, if it's like bright green disc for like the wintertime.
Yeah, I don't mind a bright
Yeah.
green.
I have a
Winter-
bright green pipe.
Wintertime is like bright green and pink. That's like money colors.
Yeah.
Did anyone do the weekly challenge?
I did not. Can we talk about Corey? Actually, I mean, we'll talk about stats at some point, but Corey having 100% driving and 18% Circle 1X putting is hilarious.
What does 100% driving mean?
You're in the
It just
fairway.
means you were in the fairway 100% of the time, yeah.
Oh yeah, that wasn't the issue.
Statistically, it looks like the issue was putting.
Yeah, no
The issue was a constant 18-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah, that's
Mm,
crazy.
That'll get you.
Can I say that I really was on the verge of tears on Monday.
Hi, Mac. I was on the verge of tears this morning.
Wait, we live?
Yeah, we live.
That's
What
awesome.
happened-
Were you
what
on the
happened-
verge of tears?
What happened this morning?
I don't know if I should talk about it publicly.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Oh heavens!
Corey knows
Yeah.
because I was texting him relatedly. No, I got up this morning and I hate the doctor. I'll say I hate the doctor. I've been to the doctor like 2 times in 5 years. I almost went to the hospital this morning. My back
What?
hurt so bad. I literally
No way.
could not breathe. My back hurt so bad.
Yeah.
We're cooked, man. It's so Jover.
Sucks.
Chat-
Dude, I had no clue what you were saying.
It's so Jover.
Actually, guys, can we? I'm hearing reports that these people are about to raid my house in freaking 2 minutes.
Reports are in. We'll start the podcast as soon as they get there. We'll start recording.
Yeah.
What the? They're freaking. They've never been early a day in their lives, and they're an hour early. Okay.
They knew about this.
Set up.
Dude, they were not supposed to get here until
We
minimum.
were talking
9:30.
talking smack last week about the locals. Now they're here to take their revenge.
Was I talking smack about the locals?
But not the PDGA
No.
week.
No. These are different. Same
Dude,
crap.
if he had Keith over, it'd be over.
Yeah, it would be Joe. Or also played in that tournament. Played terribly. Can't wait to. Gosh dang, it made me so mad. I shot 8 over round 2. My record on the course is 7 down. It's a 15 stroke difference
I
on
don't know.
an easy track.
You can't be doing that, Matthew.
I'll explain why. It's just so. It's the worst. It's most frustrating thing ever. I used to think that not having any distance was the most frustrating thing ever. Nope. This is it.
Nope.
Not being able to scramble,
Jokes
throw
on you.
up shots, and putting.
Can we get this started? Actually, though, because I'm about to get the goons in here.
Well, I mean,
This fun-
do we know what we're doing?
Oh, I thought we were just same crap different day.
Wait, yeah,
that's-
same-ish, different week. Waco, whatever we want to talk about with Waco. We can talk. Let's start out with ourselves. We'll start out with a minute. Go into Waco. Whatever anybody wants to talk about Waco. Open at Austin. Picks. I have a game, and then I go lose 20 more games at Rivals.
Dude, I'd be interested in that.
So I have a really good idea for a weekly challenge. So what we'll do is everyone will go take one disc out and play, and for every stroke they shoot over par, they have to donate $10 to Taylor.
Ooh, love that. Love that
Wait,
for
hold
me.
on. Scott has a question.
Scotty.
Bro, only 3.
Hold on, don't tell
Three-
Scott. Let Scott guess. Scott, take one guess, and then Corey can give you a clue and see how close you get.
But what?
Where he's at.
He said, where is he at this week?
Oh,
I'm
Sorry,
talking
I don't know how to
about
read.
the man on the lake.
they're so catchy for no good reason.
Boom. Okay, that's good.
Dude, Corey has never played worse than weekly challenges.
So true, man.
So Corey, what is it? Is it just the weather, or is it just you're just down bad at the moment?
no,
I think
picked,
it's the weather.
Really good discs.
Oh yeah, show a view out the window,
Okay, so today
and we have to
I
guess.
played out the window.
Yeah, just the view.
I don't. There is no view.
226.
There it is.
Like legitimately,
14.
it's just like a field with a few trees.
That's better than nothing.
Here,
Magnus
Scott.
Upwards.
Here's a hint. I live 20 minutes from Detroit, and I drove less than 2.5 hours to get here. So there's your hint.
So we have number 1, number 2.
Oh, but I played Veterans Memorial, which is a course that I don't know if Scott knows anything about Bodanza. But it's like the
Antonio Banderas, Cardinal Disc Golf affiliate,
no,
creator
not
team member.
Chicago. No, believe it or not, Chicago's like 4 hours from me.
Yo, Matt, I'm in a whole new world though. So I got a new graphics card, and I got rid of my two 1080p monitors, 24 inches, and I have a 32-inch 4K that I just bought, and I am in a new world, bro.
Bro's
Is it really that
experiencing
big a
life
difference?
for the first time.
Insane.
Really?
Nothing
What-
will.
What
Yeah,
graphics card did you get?
I got a 9070 XT, the new AMD one that just came
Oh
out.
my gosh.
I had to fight for my life to buy one.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, Scott,
That's-
I'm in Cleveland.
Good
Dude, when I
call.
popped a new graphics card in, and I didn't even really take that big of a step up, even that, just the flexibility it afforded me on stuff, I still think I'm running a 3060 sometimes, and then I'm like, that's like a $400 difference in cards now, you know?
But anyway,
Sorry, I derailed the conversation. I had to tell somebody.
no, it's okay, dude. At least you get to hear me at 4K.
So true.
Do I sound normal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Just to make
super
sure.
normal, super a lot of extra noise from your microphone.
Punching, you know,
We're gay. Okay.
punching stuff. Yeah,
But yeah,
a little annoying, like vaguely sound like he could be a dude perfect guy,
Mm.
given the right, a slightly
Mm.
different career path.
Bro, I think
I don't
my
even know
athletic career's done. I think I'm just done for, bro.
Rip. F in the chat.
Yeah. It's over.
Listen, you could be the guy, Taylor. You could be the guy who comes out and plays, and every morning before he plays, he has to go to the chiropractor and have them like fully crack him. And every day he barely walks off the disc golf course, and every week he wins local league. Like any week, the young guys
Honestly,
aren't playing well.
I should just
He just-
embrace it and just get some like KC Pro rocks. Just like 2 rocks, like a Stingray, a Wraith.
Yeah,
Get a little
Yeah.
like little
dude,
satchel.
that's all he throw. All he throws is old school Innova stuff, and he waltzes on the course every day. And if you are not playing well, he will always be playing a minimum level of good.
Just-
And so when everyone craps the bed, he just wins. On repeat, he just wins.
Bro, it's so annoying, Mac. My back just hates me.
Dude, no wonder I had. Don't
The worst part is I've only played disc golf like 3 times in the past month. It's not even disc golf. Just being old.
You think you're sitting in the chair for too long?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That is absolutely part of it.
Because I'll tell you right now,
Absolutely.
ever since I got into sales and I sit longer and I'm in the car more, I've noticed like my back and my hamstrings and my knee. I have to stretch and all that kind of stuff a lot more.
Yeah,
That
massage
sucks,
would go
man.
dummy. Get some big acupuncture fan. Acupuncture is incredible.
I'm a Cairo fan.
Mess with
I'll,
that for
I'll
real.
vouch for that.
That was almost me, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm blessed because we have friends that are Cairo, so I get to go for free. So
Like Egypt?
Oh.
Yeah, and they live in Elkton, Maryland.
yo, why are we putting that out there?
Docs,
What do
my
you-
guy.
bro,
live.
you pop your dang address in the Discord 18 times, bro.
Not on
First-
live YouTube though.
First off, no
F
one's
your
driving
B
to Elkton,
in the
Maryland.
click you claim.
No one's taking the time to go to Elkton, Maryland to try and find you.
Guys, did you know if you hit more in our description, there's a link straight to our Discord? Wow, it's so convenient. You should come join.
What?
And there you can find Tyler's address fully listed out.
I'm so glad you're talking to the two people that are already in the Discord.
Hey, there's 10
right.
people watching right now, bro. There's all our
It does
friends
say
in here.
10, but no one else comments.
Because they like
Hate watchers, bro.
speaking in
Hate
private.
watchers.
Oh, but yeah, I played Bedanza's, I guess, quote unquote home course. And I thought I was doing terrible. And then when I finished the round, I was like 7 down. And I was like, I don't know how that worked because I felt like I was just hitting par. But yeah, course is fun.
Hey, bro, if you don't make any bogeys, you can be cooking with a bunch of pars and a couple birdies.
Yeah, but I thought I was making bogeys. I guess I was just scrambling enough to like make a par.
Feels like bogeys, but they were not bogeys.
Dude, the wind was horrendous.
I legitimately this past weekend, I tried to film a video on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Each of those days, my tripod physically would not stand up for more than 1 minute. It was so windy. It was insane.
We had a discussion about this, Kevin, before. It's interesting to see how accurate it is. We have our own handicap system we're using for our challenge, and it gets people pretty close off only a couple rounds put in that system. So the question is, if UDisc has more data to go off of, if anything, even if they're using a pretty simple system like Mac made for us, it should be good. But I guess
Yeah,
we'll
I
give
think
it a
it's
couple
cool.
months.
I'm cool.
We knew a
with it.
couple months ago it was coming, though.
I mean, we know it's
Uh,
not going to be perfect, but at least gives everyone a chance.
It also
Yeah.
sounds really funny saying Mac made it, not the Apple product.
Mm.
No, not the Apple
Ah.
product, the individual.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Should we get
Guys-
this show on the road here?
We're
Sorry.
gonna talk some disc golf.
Tyler's getting hyped.
Talk some disc golf.
So we
Let's
we
jump.
cool with Minute, Waco, picks, Austin discussion, game, Fiesta.
Hooray.
Yeah, cool,
Dude.
everybody.
However this goes,
However it goes, it goes.
Yep.
Howdy, y'all. Welcome to episode 61 of Unfinished Business. My name is Taylor, joined as always by Tyler, Corey, and Matt. And we had a
Hi.
wild tournament this past weekend. We're going to get into Waco, where it seemed like the entire field was in contention. But really quick, we are going to go over disc golf in our lives. I heard Matt recently played a tournament, and I think is excited to tell everybody how he performed. Let's hear about it.
Oh, no. I didn't say I was excited about it. I played a tournament on my home course, first ever PDGA event on my home course. So excited. Proceed to shoot round 1, shoot +2. I'm like, what a stinker of a round. That's not great on that course, but I'll deal with it. And then shot round 2 +8. And I was like, that first round is not feeling good at all. I used to think that not having distance was the most frustrating thing of all time. But the actual most frustrating thing of all time is having a little more and you have no idea how to control it. It's
yeah, buddy.
legit. Like,
Yep.
okay, I throw in from 100 feet with my chicane. Didn't mean to. Good result. If
You
I
don't have
missed
to say
the
that out loud.
Yeah, you don't have to out yourself like that.
good result. If I miss the line, it goes 40 feet past. Right.
Yeah.
Round 2, same upshot. Your boy misses the line. This time I'm throwing a backhand. Nice and smooth, nice and easy. Just right at the end, I kind of feel it just pop out of my hand. I'm like, just goes 40 feet past the basket. And that's just happening everywhere. And so like the first round, I'm throwing well and I can't putt and I can't throw up shots. The second round, I'm not kidding, 10 out of 18 holes, I had 25 to 35 foot putt and I made every single one. I just couldn't get to the basket. So it's like the worst. I don't know. It's frustrating, but it's fixable if I get that time in the field. But I don't know. It was taking me off. That was about it. It was great. It was beautiful. It was like 60 degrees here, warm.
I think it's just a
Around the
curse of
disc
it being
golf.
your own course. Like you can't like
That
at a
too.
tournament like just perform on your own course. It's not destined to be.
Knowing what I could do, yeah, that cooked me. But
Have you ever thought to aim 40 feet short? And then
Well, Corey-
oops, and then you land.
Corey,
right
here's the difference. Last year, I was aiming at the basket and getting to the basket.
Yeah.
This year, it was 40 feet short. So now I have to
You gotta
or 40
range
feet
it
long.
in. You gotta
So
range it in.
now I have to adapt to 40 feet shorter.
Yeah.
It was just, I don't know. It was still fun. It was still
Yeah.
great to be out there. I
Is
said
this,
my
that,
knees,
is
was
this
cool.
that tournament that was like named after you or something like that?
Vaguely, it was called Marsh Madness, but also because it was a
Yeah.
swampier. It's a swampier area.
Nah.
But it was
Nah.
cool.
Just quick
was
question.
a lot of
just,
fun.
Just curious. If you were to miss long or short on an upshot, which way do you miss?
Depends on which way the wind's blowing.
I was
Everybody.
gonna say,
Is there a common theme about do you miss long or do you miss short?
Oh, is this like are you trying to or what happens?
Like what happens?
what happened?
Oh, I miss short every time,
I'm long.
more often than not.
No, you're not.
I was short until this year, and now I'm long every single time.
I'm always like 30 deep. I don't know why. It just happens.
Well, it depends on the shot. But what I'm trying to do, what I would rather do is short, because a lot of times behind the basket is just chaos.
Yeah. I will say,
Yeah.
I feel like it is more often that there is trouble behind a basket than in front of a basket. But also, if there's any wind, I think like that kind of changes how you think about it as well.
Yeah, because if you have an upshot of the basket, theoretically short of the basket also is clear enough, you know.
Right.
But there's no way on the
That's
back
true.
end of that. So, but yeah, that was my week in disc golf. Great to play. Heading out of town tomorrow, so I think I'll play a course in upstate New Jersey, near New York, and that'll be good. We'll see.
Yeah. Mine's
That's
short and
rough.
sweet. Mine's short and sweet. I am coming out of the busiest time of work for me, so like I have not been able to play a ton, but I am very much looking forward to that ending plus daylight savings time. It's about to be the promised land. We're very close. So I've only played like 3 times the past month. I will say I have entered the phase of my body doesn't know what it's doing throwing a frisbee right now, which is kind of the worst. But also now that I have a tech disc, maybe a good opportunity to like really reinforce better habits than I have currently with my form. So really all I've gotten to do is a little bit of promo with the new Nexus. Shameless plug. There is a new necklace Nexus with my new logo that Corey designed, new colorway with glow in the dark, and it is sick. If anybody's interested, this whole week I am posting a short every day featuring that disc, and the last one's gonna be spicy. Wait till Friday. Hint hint, wink wink.
Heck yeah.
That's it.
I'll go next.
Tyler, do you have a tech disc?
No,
Are we supposed to buy them?
I don't know.
It seems like everyone's getting them.
But are
I
they
guess
getting
the new
better,
Vessies.
though?
When I
I-
unlocked my chakras with my tech disc, and in that round I said to myself at least 6 times that it was worth every penny. I played so well, and then I stopped playing and it's gone.
In all honesty, the only 2 reasons that I would get a tech disc is trying to see speed and like if I can hit a specific number, and playing in the winter, like those like animated courses or whatever.
Yeah, I will say specifically, I don't have a lot to say about other setups. Like the setup I have in my garage is I have a net, I have my tech disc, and I have like a TV to the side where you can do like the little shot simulator thing. And that like instant feedback of throwing a full power drive, seeing at least a simulation of what that would look like, as well as the stats, and then just being able to go throw immediately again. You definitely have to like, I kind of probably blew my shoulder out day one because it's very addicting just to like rip shots over and over again. But I mean, to get that same amount of value practice without that would have taken 4 times as long.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll talk about my disc golf. I'm gonna kind of preemptively talk about what's coming up as well at the same time. I'm playing really well right now. Like I'm scoring good on UDisc rating. Really, it's my putting that's just out of control. I just make every putt in the circle right now. And my scramble is really good, and my power is really good. But like, I have no idea where these suckers are going out of my hand off the tee box. But other than that. This weekend or Monday, maybe it was Sunday, I said on the group of guys I play disc golf with, I said, hey, listen, I actually am available on Saturday to play disc golf. I'm willing to play wherever and all this kind of stuff. And it just generated all these guys. We all kind of have kids now, and we're all like, yeah, let's all make it happen, blah, blah, blah. And so now we have a whole group of guys playing, and all of a sudden, this broke out of nowhere. It's the greatest team golf event on the face of the earth. We got another Ryder Cup coming this week.
Let's go.
So I am so hype. Can't wait to tell you guys about it next week, about how it goes. We already picked teams. We got alternate shot pairings. I'm the TD for this event, which I'm so hype about.
There you go.
And guess what we're playing our Ryder Cup at? The toughest course.
Got to be Iron Hill, right?
It's Iron Hill, baby.
That's so sick.
So it's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be fun. A lot of trash talk just started up today. So super hype, man. It's the funnest thing in the whole world. I love playing it. So super. What's that, Matt?
Scott was just asking. It's a sparkling water.
Oh, got it. So anyway, super hype. I'm starting to lock in. Guess what disc is going back in the bag, Matthew, right now, because I'm going to Iron Hill.
Soda? The Ultra? The F7? F5?
No.
Whatever.
Just rip them all out there. Just every
Hey,
disc.
your Heiser flip driver.
The blue F3 is going back in the bag.
That thing is the
Which
goat.
everyone has to ask, why did it ever come out?
Yeah.
And that
because it was just time. I didn't want to lose it.
Yeah, all right.
But it's going back in the back. The F7 either is getting shuffled back or I'm going to take it out for the time being. It's super fun to throw, but I just need something that's just going to do exactly what I know it's going to do. So, anyways, hype. I'm excited. Can't wait to tell you about it next week.
Speaking of discs that you don't want to lose that happen to be blue.
Oh my gosh.
I lost the baby blue.
No!
I lost the marble.
Gone.
Yeah, so yesterday I played a couple courses. They aren't that special. Today I played Veterans Memorial, which is Badanza's home course. He grew up in Cleveland. The first place he played, I guess, was this course. Really nice course for like a first. It's really nice. Hole 2, very easy, just slight tunnel shot with a bunch of open on the right. The wind blew it to the right. It's just covered in leaves. I spent at least 45 minutes trying to just rake through all of it. Cannot find it. So I think I am currently going to replace it with one of the blue inner cores, like the premium ones. It's pretty much the same flight.
Yeah.
Team inner core, baby. Team inner core.
They're so good.
Yeah.
I also have a package from Trash Panda at home that I'm just like counting the days because I'm currently in Cleveland. So Friday or Saturday, I will be able to get home and film opening that because I don't know what it is. I also picked this up from one of the local shops here. It is a Predator, but it is like the OG.
Oh
yeah, it just says 2.0.
That thing is so bright red too.
Yeah, it's more orange.
It's very
in real
vibrant.
life. Like if you're outside, it's very orange red, but it's very bright. And I can't believe that this was just on the shelf as like a normal stock disc.
That's really cool.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Last thing, I'm finally testing out the Vessies.
Finally.
I got a lot of really cool shots because there's a river that goes all the way through like this whole area. So I got a lot of cool water, like B-roll shots. And I've been playing in these for the past couple days and they're good. I have my my things that I don't like about them, but I also really like that they are waterproof. If you get mud all over them, you just literally walk in a puddle and then done.
Right.
So, yeah.
Is it open-
Reporters
is it-
are asking, will you play with Mac this weekend?
Yes, I'm playing Sunday, and I kind of have the mentality of rain or shine because it's supposed to rain.
Hmm.
There you go.
But I'm hoping it doesn't, and then we get to play.
Great chance to use those waterproof vesties.
Hey,
Is it going to be a shoe that you wear kind of regularly, or just maybe when it's wet?
that's actually okay. So I had two questions that I was gonna throw out for all of us to discuss.
Okay.
One, your disc golf shoes, are they your daily drivers, or do you switch into them for disc golf?
Daily drivers.
Switch into them for disc golf. Like I just have disc golf shoes.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was wearing these all day, like just standard. These
It
are my
doesn't help
shoes
that
now.
my disc golf shoes are a very ugly shade of lime green that I got because they were cheap. And they were my
Hey,
disc
man,
golf shoes.
I've seen way worse. I see people walking around in those weird like Nike Croc looking
Mm.
foam
Yeah.
things. So it could be worse.
I like
Um,
high tops because it stops me from rolling my ankles, which I
Yeah.
do quite easily. So
See that's okay. That's weird. Maybe I have weird ankles. I hate anything above my ankle.
So let me just say real quick, I've played in Hoka's for the last 3 out of 4 rounds, and 2 of those rounds I rolled my ankle. So
See, my ankles start to hurt more if I have mid or high top shoes. And I
interesting.
don't know why. It's always been like that. Even when I was like heavy into skateboarding.
So like
if I would
hockey skates, you wearing hockey skates, you have the same issue.
No. And I think
Interesting.
it's because I'm strapped in so much that like my ankle can't move.
Yeah.
Got it.
But if it's weird. It's something to do with like mid top, like if there's padding where my ankle is, but enough for it to like move around, my ankles start to hurt, and I don't know why.
Interesting.
And then my other question, because these specifically, Vesties are basically just a giant sock. How tight do you like your shoes?
Pretty tight.
Pretty. Yeah.
These things feel like someone is gripping
Mm.
onto my foot.
I'd be down.
I don't like it.
So I'm
Grip me
uncomfortable.
up, baby.
I do not like it. It's weird.
Mm.
I think I need a little bit looser of like a fit. But
Yeah, I am kind of the same way in that I do not like high tops for the most part, but I have switched to like my shoes are similar to that where like they have the sock-ish upper. Specifically that I'm like south enough in the world now that the soil is just sand, and if I do not have like something higher on my ankle, then my shoes are just sand. It's
what
very
shoe are
annoying.
you wearing?
Nike before or now? I right now have the Pegasus Trails that I use for disc golf.
So are they super like does the sock make it super tight?
No,
Or
it
just
is
like a second
very
sock?
it kind of like exists, but it doesn't really touch me that much, if that makes sense.
Okay, I feel like I would prefer that as opposed to these are like literally just squeezing your
Mm.
foot.
Get that compression going.
Yeah, but it's also week 1, so I don't know if that's gonna
Break in a
Change.
little bit.
German.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
might stretch out a little bit.
Yeah.
Those also looked like at least a little, if not significantly higher than the Nikes that I have too. The little like sock part of the Vessi. I think it would come up
Yeah.
higher, but I don't know.
They have like stitching right here. And this is actually higher than my real sock.
Yeah.
So I did get a little bit of a rub on just my right foot where I was like, I need to like yank my real socks up a little bit before I keep playing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there's our week in disc golf. We are going to go ahead and get into everyone else's week in disc golf, which was Waco. Waco occurred, was a pretty insane tournament. I think there's a lot of good talking points on Waco. Adam Hammis took it down with a 1-stroke lead over Simon Lizotte. The lead card as a whole kind of crumbled, and it seemed like the entire field was in contention. So I think what I want to lead off with on the Waco talk is this is a course that I think is more of a legacy style Pro Tour course. It's been around for almost a decade, one of the older courses on tour. I think there's been a lot of talk specifically that this tournament was very exciting throughout. if this is a style of course that we shouldn't see more often on the Pro Tour. So I think I'd like to get you guys' opinion on, do you like the course? Do you think it's too easy? And do you think this is something that we should see more of on the Pro Tour versus like the extremely long, extremely difficult courses that we do see a lot of nowadays?
I like it. I like it. I don't mind that it's quote unquote too easy. You hear that from people like Ezra Aderhold and Goose, who respectively was in 19th and 50th place. So I don't think it's that easy.
Got him.
I mean, you hear
honestly,
that from Simon Lazat too.
what?
He had the similar comments that this is kind of an older, really easy to play the round to get done with it course.
Yeah, but he also
It's
went out
fair.
and said like he really likes that half of the field is in contention to win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but I'm
it's-
saying that's true. It's just
Like,
I think
there's
I think
a difference
generally we can-
between Simon observing that yes, it is easier than some of the other courses, and also having a love for like keeping it around.
Yeah.
And I think until we see multiple people shoot like 18 down at this course, we can't really say it's too easy. That's just my take.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I really quickly, like my piece is really around, I love this course. I love watching this kind of disc golf. To me, it is much more relatable than a lot of Pro Tour courses. Like this is, we talk about a lot, like this is a course that I can go to and play and have a good time and it won't kill me. Distance obviously is a skill in disc golf, but it does seem like in today's era of the Pro Tour, it's a skill that is highlighted more than a lot of other skills, just based on the courses that we play. Specifically accurate distance with a lot of courses that are very long with a lot of OB. I think this just highlights a different part of the game, hitting lines, being able to throw putters, being able to throw mids off the tee accurately. The par fours it does have do require placement shots. So I really enjoyed it. I enjoy seeing a lot of names in contention. I think it's part of what makes disc golf a little bit more exciting and different than a traditional golf in that, you start your round with the pressure of somebody is probably going to shoot 12 to 14 down today. And that's a different kind of pressure than just going and executing on a very difficult course. And I do think that's part of, we see Adam Hammes is a pretty streaky, always seems like a bad word, but he is a very momentum based player. And on a course like this where you can start to get birdies early and often, I think that only helps players like him mentally, and it's a different mental challenge again that you are playing that course and knowing that somebody's going to shoot at least double digit under par, so you're going to have to keep up with that.
I really like the course design in the sense that like either you have to place it in a certain spot to play the next shot, or you get into trouble, or there is that option to actually absolutely go for the crazy line, and if you pull it off you get rewarded. And I think you see that style of golf translates really well to golf. So I think it's a lot more fun when you have that opportunity. Like the fact that Adam steps up on hole, 8, and can throw that forehand shot on a par 4,
Right.
parks it. Like that's what we want to see as spectators is the pros going for it. And then on hole, like, what is it, 15 or 16? It's like you can either lay up or you can have AB go for the basket and see if he can have an eagle opportunity there as well. I think that's what is going to make disc golf more exciting for spectators is that high risk, high reward style of golf. I really, really hope that the TDs and the Pro Tour start leaning towards this direction of having that style on a lot more opportunities on holes.
Yeah, Scott makes a great point in the chat as well that it does seem like on a lot of holes at Waco's, you can throw a lot of different kinds of shots and get to a similar result, where it does seem like, especially now that all the pros, we're coming out of an era where, there were more Isaac Robinsons and James Conrads and people that just did not throw forehands or did not throw whatever kind of shots, where now the top 50% even of pros are competent on both sides, where it's fun to see more variety versus like just kind of the iteration of the same thing over and over again. I think the biggest thing that holds Waco back, honestly, is just aesthetically. It's not,
Yeah.
even for a woods course, it's not the best looking course. The open holes, you have the power generator hole. Like, it is very much a public park course that comes through pretty easily on camera. I think that's probably the biggest knock that I have against it.
I also think what's really funny is that Paul shot his best round in a Luna battle out of the entire weekend. So that just goes to show, like, what you got to do there. I think it's hilarious. I think it's awesome. So, but
Yeah, that's that. I forgot he did that.
well, I'll ask this.
Different pressure.
I'll ask this question in general: Is Waco's tournament? We'll say in general, in the top half of your list or the bottom half of your list on tour?
That's a great question.
The tournament in general, right?
Yeah, what a good question.
I have my answer, but I'll wait. Or I can start.
Yeah,
But I
you
don't-
start.
Yeah, I got to think a little bit.
I actually think it's at the top because it always comes down to holes 17 and 18.
Yeah.
And I think those two holes are the best finishing holes that we have in all of disc golf. And it's as you said, Taylor, it's a public park that we get to have these two finishing holes. So I think Waco is in the top half, but just because of it's going to come down towards the last couple holes and the high risk, high reward that you get to do. So
Yeah,
How
I
many
think for
mids
me,
do you guys have?
I have 3 right now.
Three?
I have 4. Unrelated. I think this is in the bottom half, but it's close. I'd really have to look at the full. But that's a good that's actually a great question.
Yeah, it's in the top half for me. I've said this before about other courses. I just really enjoy watching courses that I have personally watched a lot of rounds at. And Waco is just a tournament that's been around so long that, it seems like every hole you kind of remember 1 or 2 shots from. So especially just the history there, I love as well. So it's in the top half for me.
Corey?
Honestly, it might be just dead middle.
Right in the middle.
Like it's not too good, or
Very
it's not in the top.
very
It's not
democratic.
in the bottom. Yeah, well, I don't hate it, so it's not in the bottom, but I wouldn't say it's in the top. I don't know. It
Right in
would
the
be
middle.
around there. But
I
the
just
reason
like-
I asked about the mids is because I wonder how many pros had to change their bag out.
Yeah,
And
there's a lot of
add
pros you
more
don't
and
see
more.
like even have mids anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yuli
What
doesn't
makes
have.
What makes
Dipsy
it
doesn't have mids, yeah.
fun is that there is like 3 and 4 people that could possibly win it
Yeah.
towards the second 9, which is what I'm gonna reference golf here, but like the Masters is so great. I'm obviously because it's so aesthetically pleasing, but also the last 9 holes on the last day at the Masters, like anything can happen because those holes are so high risk, high reward. And I think that's just what makes it so exciting. Unfortunately, Waco isn't the most beautiful course in early March, mid-March.
Right.
So, anyways, yeah.
I was just gonna highlight the play a little bit as well. Specifically, like I think this was a great example of how the card you're on can really like impact how you play. Like the lead card played terribly the final day. Specifically, big shout out 2/3 of my picks for the week. Paul and Calvin just decided like, hey, back 9 last round. Who really cares, man? Let's just throw straight into a tree. Who cares anymore? They both
Dude.
just absolutely fell apart.
Right into a tree.
It was pretty tragic, but there are also a lot of great scores out there. Simon really made a charge. It was great to see Barsby throwing in some classic like 100-foot spinners. That was a good time.
Yeah.
Anything that you guys want to point out about the actual play from the MPO that we watched?
I'm just gonna say it because I feel like I have to. I mean, I told you so about Calvin, dude. You just cannot close it, man.
So bad. It's so bad.
If you're watching this and you're not in our Discord, which you should be in our Discord, I will keep plugging that the whole entire time. I put a poll up: is before the round on Sunday, does Calvin win or does the field win? And the usuals chose Calvin because they're hopeful. I get it, but I mean, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to think that when you have those players at the top of the list, Calvin, I don't know what it is. Calvin doesn't have the clutch gene. And I'm saying that now, and he'll win this week and the next
Next
tournament.
week.
Watch. It's bound to happen. But he does not have the clutch gene. And what's crazy, this is the crazy thing to me, is that Paul Macbeth screwed up hole 15, which is the placement, and then there's bars in the middle that is OB, and then that hole is pretty self-explanatory. It's not that difficult, and he screwed it up so bad.
Yeah, we also we had a pretty significant Paul discussion in our Discord as well. I am a Paul truther and believer until I die, but like we were talking about, we wonder why Paul has struggled to come back, because he can play well, and he's shown that he can play well. And I think my biggest thing is like you just see Paul make a handful of mistakes that you cannot make in a tournament. And this tournament was a little different in that round 1 and 2, those did not happen. In my brain, I was like, Paul is so back. This is the Paul tournament. And then you get to the back 9 and he's back to like just inexplicable, like just the wrong disc, like just shanking shots, missing 15 footers. There's just like these lapses that occur in a tournament where you're like, you see Paul do this. It's like, I cannot believe this was once like, this is the GOAT that is missing a 15 footer down the stretch in the clutch right now. It's just so the opposite of what Paul is. And it I could shed a tear. It's so sad.
It was sad. I actually wanted him to win, to be honest, deep down inside. I mean, but it's just the final group screwed up so many of those holes down the stretch. It was like nobody wanted to win it. So I think that's what's making disc golf so exciting. I think people are actually nervous now down the stretch, which is really fun to watch because it makes them feel like human, like they're closer to us. But it was a fun watch. I mean, you can't say much more than that.
We want to address the thing that Tyler was just raving about.
I was gonna say it was not.
And add the Simon drama to it as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
Draw another side. Yeah, go for it.
Or Taylor or whoever, draw it up.
So Adam Hammes goes OB on, is it 18?
18, yeah, day 2.
It looks OB from the pictures. His card calls him in. There's a stroke that he just gained, right? By not being OB. Simon Lizotte.
Hold on, let's just pause right there for that. At least one stroke, in my opinion.
At least, yeah.
Because he would have to go back across the water. He would have to throw an upshot and then have to make a putt.
Yeah.
True.
So, I mean, there's a lot there for that play. So, anyways, keep going.
Yeah, let's double it up here. Simon Lizotte, who was tied with the lead at one point, is playing, I think it's, what's the one you were just talking about that Macbeth screwed up? I always
15.
15. Yeah.
So
Simon Lizotte,
15 has the large square. 16 is the one where they could throw a 600-foot shot and park it.
Yep. Simon Lizotte on 15 throws it over the fence. Okay. His card walks up and says, okay, you went OB. You got to throw a shot here. Simon throws a shot, walks further up the fairway. His disc is in bounds. However, he did not say, I threw a provisional.
Which is his fault.
When it was OB, which is his fault.
It is his fault.
And so he gets a stroke penalty for an extra practice throw.
Yep.
So either one of those calls goes a different way. Simon's smart enough to say, I'm throwing a provisional here. Adam Hammes doesn't go OB. We're looking at a different winner, probably. Right? There's no way to say how that's going to affect momentum. But when you double up those two tough little situations there, it really does have you thinking. But Tyler was very much raving about this Adam Hammes thing.
Do I need to really go in and explain it? I guess I have to a little bit.
I mean,
people
have seen the clip.
All right. So again, if you're not in our Discord, you got to get in there so you can see the conversations we're having, because then I feel like I got to rehash it out here for you guys who, listen on here, what the case may be. I am passionate with when it comes to integrity and calling penalties or anything that's looks a little fishy. Now, I don't think anyone has a good view of this. I went and watched Jomez. I tried to find another picture, couldn't find anything showing, in my opinion, that it was in bounds. And what I was trying to say on our Discord is, in golf, if it is like really, really questionably a penalty, or it's not in bounds, or whatever the case would be, you are more likely than not going to call that penalty against yourself because of the integrity factor. But then also, if someone says you didn't play that correctly, you can automatically be disqualified as well at the same time. I didn't talk about that in the Discord, but you can be disqualified if somebody goes back and says you didn't play that correctly. So there's that involved where it's like, okay, do I take a 2-stroke penalty because I think that I did that and I want to make sure I cover myself, or do I want to have the chance of getting DQ'd because I didn't take a penalty? So that's kind of what happens in golf. I think that was so, for me, it was so clearly OB. For me, what it was, I want to know what the explanation was with the card, because I showed that photo to about 5 other people who don't know disc golf. And I explained the rules to them exactly the way it was written and showed them. I didn't say anything else. I didn't try to use a tone of voice. They all thought it was OB themselves. So I need to really hear an explanation of Adam and the card about how that was in bounds. I couldn't even tell what they were saying on Jomez with the explanation of how.
Yeah, it was hard. I watched that a few times and tried to listen to it.
Yeah.
The only place where I personally disagree, I will say, is the integrity piece, because in my mind, it's not mutually exclusive. If you are on that card and like what was it? Chris, Adam, Calvin, and someone else was on the lead card. Whoever makes that decision, could also be just as passionate about the rules and say, I cannot, beyond a shadow of a doubt, tell you that disc is wholly and completely surrounded by out of bounds. And I am so passionate that I will not be able to sleep tonight if I call that disc out of bounds. The bigger piece to me that's weird in these situations is the whole benefit goes to the player, right? Because we hear that all the time. That's the blanket excuse, benefit goes to the player in any of these situations. But that's not how it should work, and that's not how the rules are written. That goes to the player if they call, every person on that card has to say, I think that disc is inbounds or out of bounds. And if that is tied, then yes, the benefit goes to the player. But I think we run into a ton of situations in disc golf where they look at that disc and there's not a clear vote. They just talk about it, mull it over. I think in the case of this card, Adam was probably more vocal than a lot of people would be. Then this is pure speculation. I have no idea what actually happened. But based on personalities on the card, there was some passive personalities, and Adam strikes me as a person that would really advocate for himself that it is in bounds. And there's a lot of just like, I don't really want to do this. Like, yeah, sure, it's in bounds. Like, I don't care. And there's not that actual process of like, Calvin, do you think this disc is in bounds? Yes or no? And then that goes to the situation where benefit would go to the player. I think we skipped that whole process and it's like, oh, well, benefit goes to the player. I don't know. It's in bounds.
Yeah. I don't know. I wonder if this is going to set a precedent for the rest of the season, either direction, about OB calls down the stretch.
Yeah.
Like, are people going to start getting more OB calls, like where it's inbounds, or is the Pro Tour going to do something to make sure that something is more definitive down the stretch? So,
and again, it is hard because we have like the one angle or whatever. It's hard to say like what it looked like if you are there in person looking at every angle. I will say that like, Jeff Spring was there looking at it that I saw. The question that I have is like, does this get called the same way if this was round 3 versus round 2? I think yes, a little bit, which is not how it should be. And that's something that we should think about in the sport.
Yeah. Well, I think more eyes would be on it. So it would be easier for everyone to make a judgment as opposed to just 4 people.
Yeah. Again, my one thing that I'm like hooked on is I just want to know the explanation about the
phonics.
Decision. Works for Matt. And I just want to know the explanation of how they come up with how it was in bounds.
Yeah, the only thing that I could make out, like I watched Jomez a few times, and you can hear Chris say like, I would hate to call you out, and then it cut. It's like it makes me think that from a different angle it was less conclusive, but I mean, clearly I think anyone that has seen that picture, this is like the one thing in disc golf that's been pretty unanimous. Like everybody's like, oh yeah, that's out of bounds. Like
oh yeah, I heard the rest of it. He says, I would hate to call you out and then have Simon win this tournament.
I think that is it.
Yep. There's the conspiracy.
Yeah, but I mean, it all goes back to Simon in the end that he should know the rules and should have set provisional
Yeah.
and should have double checked his score. Like,
Why didn't he walk up?
But listen,
The spotter gave a flag, and they all just believed it. It comes down to
I think
Yeah,
he
but where
popped
was
out,
the
you have
spotter?
farther up
I
than
don't
they
know.
were.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, far enough that they assumed they were correct, and they didn't realize they sneak. From my understanding, it like hit out of bounds and then like snuck back in.
Yeah,
under
you
that
do
fence.
see that at that fence. That disc can come under it, like if you get the right angle on a
So,
skip.
Yeah, if you're in the wrong, if there's a slight slope there, I think it's pretty easy to not see that, or the grass is slightly higher there. But yeah, I mean, that's like the amount of times I've been in a tournament, someone's like, I don't know, what do I do? And I'm like, you ever heard of throwing a provisional? And they're like, oh, I have that. And I'm like, what do you think it's for?
Oh, I have that.
Oh, I can do that.
You know, one guy wanted to run 400 feet to buy the basket to see if it stayed OB the whole time, and he would have to throw back from where we were at. I was like, just throw a provisional upshot, and then you'll
Would it
find
be a
out
good
what you- like,
video if, like, on every tee shot, I just said provisional and threw again, just in a tournament, the entire tournament?
Dude, do an hour-long video
Yeah.
of a 9-hole course.
Oh no, it might be out of bounds. I'm gonna throw a provisional here.
Or you know that what's that hole that you always throw where it's like super open and then it goes
7,
to the
8.
7 or 8.
Yeah.
left. Okay. I thought you were just yelling at me. If you threw it and you could see it from the tee pad, it's just wide open and you're just like
Yeah, you know,
provisional.
it's questionable. I'm gonna throw a provisional here.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on Waco from anybody? Shout out Adam Hammis. Been a couple years.
I had a couple things that I want to just throw out there real quick.
Shout out
Evan-
Nico. Third
Evan
place finish.
Smith. Evan Smith had 35.
Left-handed throws.
Evan Smith had 35 birdies. And Adam Hemmes only had 2 bogeys the entire time.
That is impressive.
So I think it's like if you don't bogey a lot, you have a good chance of winning.
It's crazy how that works.
Yeah, that's how it kind of works. So
I will say I do not have DGN, and even I was excited watching the PDGA like updating the
Live
scores
scoring,
and everyone
yeah.
just jumping
Yeah.
up and down. There was a point. Who was winning for a while?
Calvin was in the lead for majority.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Calvin. And then out of nowhere, did not see his name. I had to scroll down
Yeah.
because there was that many people.
we
in
took
like,
that 7, baby.
It was crazy.
Tough.
Yeah. Also, one more stat I just want to throw out there: Gannon Burr, 96% fairway hits.
Oh,
Still came in 5th
Let's
by
go.
like 4 strokes or something like that.
Now, do you think that this is just him warming up, or do you think he's never going to be able to do what he did last year?
I don't know if I would expect Gannon to really do well at this course, honestly. I mean, I know he won the tournament last year, but Lake Waco was like very much a Gannon course. And I just feel like it's more of a situation where it's not, this isn't a Gannon course. It's that there are so many other courses that are Gannon courses that are not the field courses that he's just that much better on, where this just highlights maybe a slightly different skill set where
I
you know,
thought. Oh, sorry.
no, I was saying on a normal week, Gannon like has to beat maybe like 5 or 6 people, and this week he had to beat 30 that had a chance.
What place did he have in Florida?
11th or 12th.
Yeah, I'll say close to top 10, I think.
I
Okay.
thought Gannon
Around
would have
there.
played better because he's got a good forehand. I feel like if you have a good forehand, you can kind of manipulate that around here. But
He also
Yeah, but
loves ripping on Annie.
That's
Does
the other
love
thing.
that.
He loves ripping on Annie. I don't know. It's weird.
He literally came out with a mid range.
that's yeah, that's right. Yeah, Grady Shugan in top 5. Good for him, man.
Shout out.
Tucker in there.
I will say this: it was funny because I actually went and watched Chase Card post produce, and it was just so exciting because they're all were just birding holes left and right, and then lead card they're just like bogey par. they're
Vibes
just
were down,
rambling.
especially in the back nine for the lead
Yeah.
cards. Like,
Yeah, so it's fun if you went to go watch Chase Card. I'll say that much.
Ooh,
But- Good tournament though. I honestly
Yep.
think it was a good tournament. Oh yeah, we should give that. What's your grade for the tournament then? We've done this the last week we did it.
We've
I
done it
think.
before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say B plus.
I'm gonna take B plus as well.
Give it a round that thing up to an A. I loved it.
I'll give an A too.
Okay.
I don't
Not
know.
an
I
A
don't know
plus, not incredible, but very, very good.
A plus if Simon and Adam went into a playoff. A
Yeah.
plus.
Yeah, that would have
Yeah.
pushed it over the edge.
I was hoping for it.
A minus
Okay,
from Scott in the
question.
chat.
Yeah. Shout out to Nico LaCastro for pretty much calling exactly what Adam was going to do.
That,
before he,
was wild.
Yeah, that is wild. On Gannon's Instagram.
That is such an
Question-
interesting pairing to me. I was watching that card some too. It was just the pairing of Gannon Burr and Nico LaCastro.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like that has the makings of a reality TV show. Like somebody needs to put them in the same
Oh.
room for like a year and just see what happens.
That would be nice. I have a question about hole 18's tee pad. Should it be a circle now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Has to be.
Should be.
Yeah. Because does anyone ever throw like
If the wind is
Yeah.
really bad, yeah, they'll follow the fairway. FPO does as well for the most part. They'll like go down the
Yeah.
fairway and around.
Because
Okay.
FPO's got it as a par 4. Oh, that's a good question. Did Taylor Disc Tay ever go for the eagle in that hole? I don't think I saw a video of her doing it, but she has to have the distance for it. It's what, 485 carry?
she probably has the distance
less.
with one of those like macro
Yeah, with-
discs or whatever.
Yeah, with the minis. That would be. I don't know. I didn't see any video of her, but if someone would have the distance for it, it'd be her. But that's unrelated.
Well, there's Waco. I loved Waco. Sounds like we got some high grades. This is one of the few weeks this year that we do have back to back. So we have our first DGPT Plus event coming up this weekend, the Open at Austin, featuring 2 courses this year. I'm very excited about. I've heard very good things about Sprinkle Valley, which is the course that was U.S. Women's last year. Is now has an MPO layout as well that they're playing. I think I'm very excited to see this course because I think it could shape the future of what disc golf courses are, in that it has the backing of a manufacturer. I wouldn't say major manufacturer, but Mint Discs is there and is heavily involved with the course. Has a brewery on site, has some amenities. I think that this could be something that a lot of places model after. That being said, I would rather do more recap than preview. We're going to get right into our picks because, one, I don't really know anything about Sprinkle Valley, and I'm just excited to see the tournament. Picks recap from last week. Corey got Adam Hammis as the winner, picks up 3 points there. Matt got the dark horse with Paul Ulibarri, and that is the only scoring we had. I think all year this will be the most difficult tournament that we will have to predict, like a podium for.
This one
'Cause-
coming up.
No, Waco. Just because there
Yeah.
are so many
Yeah.
people that could have made
Yeah.
a run at the podium. Again, I have to saltily say, like, Paul and Calvin and Kyle was in contention for a little bit, but like Paul and Calvin should have been in the podium and just decided not to be because they hate me. That'll
I wonder-
leave.
Hold on, I want to say, I wonder if that's going to be the lowest world ranking average podium, like by far all season.
I would assume so, but that would
Yeah.
be fun to keep track of.
I'll do my best. I'll try.
That'll leave the order or the scoring total. Corey, Tyler, and Matt all now have 3 points, and I have 1 point. So
Fuck
the
it.
order will be
Loser.
I kept the order intact for the last week for the tie at 3 points. So it will be me, Corey, Matt, and Tyler as the order. I have the first pick. He hasn't been playing that great, but you can't doubt the man. I'm going to pick Gannon. I just
It's an elite
think
plus.
that is true. He does very well at 4-round events, and every tournament that Gannon doesn't win, I feel like has to mathematically improve the odds that he will win the next tournament.
I think
He
he's
is
actually
inevitable.
100% in elite plus events.
Did he go undefeated last year? Did we win all of the
Yeah,
4
he did it.
events?
He
I'm
did a
pretty
grand
sure he
slam
did.
last
That's
year.
wild.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with
Cor-
Simon Lizotte.
Oh wow.
I think he's got the momentum right now.
Simon's hot.
Yeah,
He is.
he's
Taking
having
his
a lot
game
of
serious
fun.
this year, at least if we are to believe the vlogs. He's taking things a little bit more seriously.
Yeah.
And he looks good too. He looks
Yeah.
like, slender-ish, and he doesn't look sluggish.
He is looking good out there.
Looks good, man.
Hey, I got to root for Simon to do well to keep us old guys out on the course,
Yeah.
I will take feels bad, but he just keeps playing courses that give me Ezra Robinson. For some reason, I think Wooded Technical, and I think both Robinson brothers.
Not a bad thing to think.
Which, I mean, that's what they grew up playing. But
Yeah.
where was Isaac?
So I'm doing the double psychology. Though, is it the double reverse or just reverse psychology? I don't know. I'm picking Calvin.
Oh,
I said Calvin doesn't have a clutch gene, and usually when I do that, he wins.
that is true.
So I set myself up for success. If he wins this week, I'm just forever goated in that area, I guess. All right. So Calvin, and then I get to do another one. I really want to do AB, but like I don't know. He's so hot and cold. I picked him last week because I was like, I'm believing in it. I'm just gonna do it. It's always so hard for me to pick AB. I feel like that's Matt's boy though.
That is my boy most of the time. Where did he even finish in this tournament?
11th. Dropped. His putting was phenomenal though in the last round. He made some bangers.
Yeah.
I think I'll just go Paul McBeth. I'll believe in the cards.
Tyler taking 2 of my picks from last week, so in this week didn't do me well. Maybe they'll treat you a little better.
Maybe, yeah.
Hopefully so.
Where did this guy finish? Oh, I'm gonna do something here. Give me. This is a little surprising. Give me Chris Dickerson.
I like that.
I do a quick little mini shout out. Shout out Nathan Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He played well.
It was cool. It was cool to see him up there. I'm a big Nathan fan. I like him.
Yeah. I'm also gonna do a shout out this fist for punching Matt in the face because what the heck, dude? What the heck?
I knew
You
it was
literally said I really like both Robinson brothers. So I was like, okay, he's gonna take Isaac.
Yeah, I really like both Robinson brothers, but Isaac is just popping
Hey,
stinker after stinker.
Isaac before like halfway through the year is not pickable in my mind. I don't know what it is, but he just does not care.
Isaac Robinson. Jot that.
Oh,
He's pickable.
wow.
Guess who's gonna win?
Wow.
Isaac Robinson. Does anybody think that Nicholas has a chance to repeat? What does Sprinkle Valley even look like?
I think he does. It's shorter. It's like
It's a wild course.
take Waco, make it a little longer for a good chunk of the holes. Technical par fours through the woods with like the only thing is there's a lot of sliding that happens with like the mulch stuff they use. It seems like every pro saying like, "Oh, I landed in the perfect spot, and then slid 40 feet into the woods."
Yo,
You
shout
guys-
out Paul Yulberry with a 1032 rating.
Shout out, man.
That's
Yo,
wild.
speaking of ratings and old people that I was just talking about, did you guys know? I meant to bring this up last week. Is it 980 or 990? I think it's 990. There have been 3 FPO players all time that have ever reached 990. It's Kristen Tatar when she got over 1,000, obviously still there today. Paige Pierce when she was making her push to 1,000, and with the most recent rating is update, Owen Scoggins is
Really?
the third woman
Yes,
ever
let's
to
go.
hit
Wow.
990. That is wild to me.
Good
Shout
for
out
her.
Owen. I'm gonna throw my picks away, but I do believe in these. I'm gonna pick Goose. Just this seems like a tournament that Goose could win. Yes, I've seen him putt. It's not good. And then I'm also gonna pick a guy that his game came together at the end of Waco, and he's looking nice. I'm gonna pick Kevin Jones.
Okay.
I want to believe in that
Okay.
so bad.
Yeah, I need a good KJ run, man. I need a KJ at least final card on the last day.
Yeah, I would like to watch Kevin Jones play disc golf at some point soon.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly. Let me see him throw a destroyer. That'd be cool.
mhm.
You know who else needs to be on final card so that we could watch him dance after he throws? Matty O.
Yeah. Is
Hmm.
that your pick?
This is
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know if that was a statement or if that was your pick.
I don't think I would just randomly throw that out there.
good night. This is always so tough. I mean, it's crazy that he's not here already. You know, it really is. Give me Ricky Wysocki.
Wow, he
That
won't
is-
be
that
the
no one is
pick.
That is pretty criminal that he's still here. I'm not gonna
Honestly,
lie.
if Matt didn't take him, I wasn't gonna take him. Just to leave him
just
off the
leave him
board.
off. Yeah.
I'm pretty
the
sure
heck, Matt?
we didn't have Gannon on at least one of the picks.
That's
No
probably
way.
happened before.
Yeah.
Did he not? I was looking at last year's leaderboard and just did Ricky not play this event last year? Also, I mean, Ricky did not play that well at Waco.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Looking.
There is one guy still out there that I'm shocked too. There's multiple guys that we've left off, which I think is awesome.
Colton Montgomery.
Yeah, that guy.
Yes.
H. Pierce.
I'm gonna go. I think this guy was going at it with Niklas last year, and so I'm gonna pick him just for that.
They were fighting.
Yeah, literally rolling
Watch
around.
out. Watch out.
I'll go Kyle Klein. I
Okay.
want to say AB because he's up there. I also want to say Eagle because I want to see Eagle play well, but I gotta
Right.
go with Kyle Klein. I think he plays well in that tight wooded
Yeah.
style golf, but I'm sure that'll come back to bite me. But it's all good. So now we gotta go dark horse right off the rip. Can I say Kale LaVisca?
Sure,
That
you-
actually, where's he? That's actually a goated one. If it is,
that is a pretty goaded.
Is he outside the top 40?
Gotta be, right? I'm pulling it up.
I don't have it pulled up. I'm just going.
I don't
off.
even see him. What?
I got
He's
it.
10. He's 1033 rated.
I don't even know if he's on the list.
He's not on the list.
I don't see
He's
him on the
ranked-
list at all.
He's ranked number 2 in World Masters.
How is Brody Smith on the list and Caleb? Is it because he plays Masters as well? Do you lose your like MPO ranking?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I say it's fine if you want to pick.
All
It.
right,
Yeah, I say it's fine.
Yeah.
put it down.
as long
Put
as
it
he's
down.
playing the tournament.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
He is.
even if he's
He's
not, you
signed
can
up.
still pick him.
And he's-
That's true.
I'll take
We
that.
don't mind.
We've had that happen before.
All right, give me my goat. Give me Yuli again.
Gotta keep it rolling.
1032 rated. Crazy.
Oh, he's the best player he's ever been, right now.
Pretty
When
wild.
is he gonna
Such a
turn
good
40?
putter, man. Such a good putter.
That's what, bro. He used to probably throw better than he does nowadays, but he was such a terrible putter, and now
He's
a
gonna
good
win
putter.
so many majors in the Masters division.
Yeah,
Dude, he has a lot of competition though. Germ's gonna be there. Yuli's gonna be there. Nate Sexton's gonna be there. The guy from Colorado that is just a monster is gonna be
Sexton doesn't even care anymore.
Yuli is 37. Yeah, Sexton. What is Sexton's hurt right now? Right? He's got an
he's got-
injury.
He's got a sugar mama, man.
True. Speaking of injury news, James Proctor partial UCL tear.
No.
Yeah.
there. Oh, unfortunately.
He said
6 to 8
6 to 8 weeks. Yeah.
But he's been playing
Wow.
left-handed tournaments, so that's gonna be cool
So
for
what,
his
like
rating.
700 rated? Yes.
Yeah, 750 rated. Right
That's
now,
crazy.
even
so
did
sick.
he hurt it on throwing backhand or forehand though?
I don't know.
I would assume backhand because
Maybe a little both, but
yeah.
Wow.
Dude,
But-
at this point in time, I would beat James Proctor's lefty. So just
There
I
it
could
is.
say in this point in time, I
Put
would
that
beat
down.
James Proctor.
I wouldn't be too confident.
you never
No,
know.
no.
He was
My last,
making some
8
putts, man.
ratings
He was
would
making
say
some
that-
putts.
Would say that.
Did you guys see
Yeah.
Hammes throwing lefty forehand?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was actually not bad.
Holy.
He's ambidextrous, dude. He's a freak.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Who else is
Nico's
going?
lefty backhands in the turn. It's Corey's
Yeah.
dark horse pick.
Nico's lefty
true.
backhand was freaking good.
It
was
was
wild.
It was
Wow.
Give me Uncle Bobby B. Robert Burge.
Uncle Bobby B. Robert Burge.
I
Yo,
planted.
yo,
I didn't shout this out because I've known my dark horse pick all along. Shout out Jake Mon for tying the course score for Paul's 18 down. I'm
Yeah,
picking Jake Mon.
that's
That round is insane. Was I
Went
think
dummy
7
mode.
down for the tournament and then went 15 down to the final round. That's pretty insane.
Man, that's so funny. Noah Mindsma 1023 rated now.
Shout out.
He dropped below 1,000 for a while.
I'm gonna come up now.
Quick little picks recap. That leaves me with a team of Gannon, Goose, Kevin Jones, and Jake Bond. I really sold myself, I think, outside of Gannon, but we'll see what happens. Corey's got Simon, Isaac Robinson, Matteo, and Robert Burridge. Matt has got
That's me.
Ezra Robinson, Chris Dickerson, Ricky Wysocki as a third pick, which is criminal, and Paul Ulabari as his dark horse. Tyler's got Calvin Paul, Kyle Klein, my exact picks from last week. We'll see how that goes. And Kale Visca as his dark horse. as always, we're going to wrap up the podcast with a little bit of trivia, a little bit of a game. Tyler pointed this out earlier, and I love this. I think one of the reasons that make me and so many others love Waco so much is the combination of its finishing holes, 17 and 18, which are two of the four hardest holes on the course. So I put together a list with courtesy of Statmando having all this data of courses where both 17 and 18 averaged over par last year. And so we are collectively as a group going to try to guess these. There are a total of 12 courses where that was the case, much like the Beast this year, where 17 and 18 averaged over par for the MPO field, where that was the case last year on tour. So that's what we're looking for. This is not event specific, it is course specific. So in an event where there are more than one course being played, both of those courses can show up here, but there's 12 of them. I would expect, there's only a couple on here that you guys may not get as like European courses that I also don't know the names of, but everything else I think is pretty gettable.
So are you saying Elite Series courses?
Yeah, they were on the Pro Tour last year. Yep.
Will be including majors or no?
Yes.
Oh man. All right. I'm going through all of the. I'm gonna say Don't take this. I'm just gonna throw it out there for you guys. I think Jonesboro, 18 is tough. I don't remember what 17 is for them, but I know 18 is tough.
Does it have to be both?
Yeah, it's combined.
Yeah, so it's both 17 and 18, both averaged over par, and no negative points or anything. Just getting some trivia working.
I think Jonesboro's on the list.
Hey, no negatives or something. Throw it out there. Is it on the list, Taylor?
It is not. No Jonesboro.
Wow. Wow.
I might be tripping. Could Maple Hill be that? I'm trying to remember 17 and 18.
I feel like it has to because of the hazard.
Is Maple Hill on the list?
Maple Hill's not on the list.
Wow.
I do believe 18 is. So I was going to say it fell off for 17 not being over par, but 18 does average over par.
Dude, I just remember last year of no one playing good until the final 9, and then James Proctor playing well in the final 9, and so it just messes me up.
How many courses?
12 total.
12.
Yeah, so not a ton.
Courses? Oh, did you tell us the number of how many courses are over par or no?
12.
So there's 12 courses that are over par.
Hey guys, Scott has a question.
Scott has a question, and
I thought you were saying. Never mind. Whatever.
I'm gonna go Ivy Hill.
Ivy Hill is on the list.
Nice, Corey.
Nice one.
Can we double it up? Can we go New London?
New London is also on the list. Both world's courses, which is nice for both world's courses to be tough down the stretch.
Don't get me started on worlds.
Can we throw at USDGC Winthrop?
Winthrop is also on the list.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
Love for the majors.
Though.
Are you saying we're keeping European courses in this list? We'll just have to take a while.
Yeah, there's two of them. Two of the 12 are European courses.
How about no, never mind. That's not it.
Oh, Northwoods Black?
Surprisingly, not on the list. I want to see.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting.
I don't want to see what those do average.
I'm trying to remember what 7. I can remember 18 for a lot of these holes, but not 17.
That's the tough part for me too. And I was thinking about the courses. Like I always remember 18, but 17 eludes me a little bit.
Yeah, I'll throw it out there because I want to know. Idlewild.
Idlewild is not, but I do believe one of them was. It was one of the ones that only had one of the two. 18 average over par.
I figured that. That's why I wanted to throw it out there.
This is from last year, right?
Correct. Yeah, 2024.
Was Lake Waco on that list?
It is on the list.
Wow.
And even though you kind of started this, did you include just the Beast on the list too?
The Beast is also on the list for last year. Yeah. At both of those courses, 17 and 18 average over par.
Right. All
I'm gonna guess
five
toboggan.
down. Toboggan is also on the list. That one surprised me.
Nice.
It does not surprise me with where they put 18's basket. It is so stupid.
Yeah.
I verbally watched multiple pros yell
You verbally watched
WTF.
them?
I've
We get you. We get you. We get you.
I saw the sound with my eyes.
That's funny.
What is it? 6 left. 2 of them
There's 6
European.
left?
Yeah, 6 left, and these are. I will say that you guys got the ones that I would expect you to get. There were these. The next few, I would personally have not guessed, and 2 are the European courses
All
that
right,
I probably
so
wouldn't
I'll
guess
say-
anyway.
Portland.
Which one?
Glendoveer?
Glendoveer's not on the list.
I don't
What's
even
the other
remember.
one?
I don't even remember the courses they did. For
The
Portland.
other one?
Milo
Oh,
is
yeah.
on the list. Yeah, so
Oh, Milo.
for the Northwest
Yeah,
Disc Golf
I'll go
Challenge.
with Milo.
Yeah, Milo is on the list. That one definitely surprised me. I feel like I just think of Milo as an easy course because it's older.
Yeah,
but it's really just
I-
like,
17's tough.
yeah.
I literally, I forget about. I did the same thing as you, Taylor. I was like, Milo's not going to be on the list because that
And
course is easy.
18, you got to throw that little like right turning shot, but then there's
Mhm.
those trees there that block that basket.
Yeah. So we got 5 left. 3 we should be able to figure out. 2 are going to be tough.
2 are European.
Yeah, we're
is one
dwindling.
of
We're
them
dwindling by
the-
the moment. I'll say of courses that I would expect you to get. I'll drop some hints
Is-
on the last
Is one
few
of
if
them
we
the
struggle.
Crocal
Procol is one of them. That's one of the
on
European
the
ones.
European side? Yeah. Figured as far as that goes. Dude, and then
What about the
Another one-
preserve?
Preserve not on the list.
I'm going to say, bro.
Nah.
Too many.
18's,
what about-
18's too eagleable, I think, at the preserve. For,
Yeah.
Okay.
What about Des Moines?
Oh, that's a. Did that not?
Des Moines is the Disc
The
Mania
dang-
Challenge, right?
Des Moines
Ye-
is the
yes, it
True Bank.
Yes. Yeah, it is on the list. Pickard Park.
Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say that dang,
Park,
that
yeah.
green. It's got to.
I've
Put 'em
I've
up there.
actually seen 18 and 1 at that course. That place is long.
Is it?
And it
Uh,
low ceiling. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
It
Is
feels
it?
like it's open, but it's kind of not with the
Like
low
just
ceiling.
enough, yeah, just enough branches and stuff.
Just makes you think a little bit. Like the design was very well done with the open, Iowa style that they have.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Matt.
What about the Ale Open?
It is not the Ale or Ale Open.
Ale.
Is
they-
it the European disc golf festival? Even though I felt like that course was kind
No,
of
it
a.
has to be
No,
the beast.
Ricky shot like
Eh.
17 under at that course. It
Oh,
is
yeah,
not the
that- but
beast.
that's-
Ah.
That's what I would have thought as well with like the OB on the last few holes specifically. Like
Yeah.
I was thinking surely like the field would be over par there.
So it's
Mhm.
Crocal and
I was gonna say we've run out of like European events.
Yeah. And then two more in the States that have not been guessed. But you guys are ripping through this faster than I expected. TBH.
Yeah, we
Good
got it
guessing
like that.
here. Good guessing here.
Dynamic Disc Open? DDO?
Not on the list. Let me see.
Huh.
I have a feeling that was one where it was one of them.
I'm trying to think of
Yeah,
Courses with
17, 17
OB.
was over par for DDO, but not 18.
mhm. Oh, 18 was kind of not difficult.
Yeah, it was
remember
kind of
that now.
soft. Yeah, this last
Yeah.
year.
I remember that now. They changed it from what it
Mhm.
was, the old style. The old style was tough for Worlds.
Yeah.
Tougher. Oh man.
what about
we have-
Music Open?
Music City Open surprisingly did have one. Let me double check. If it was 17 or 18, but
I could not tell you what those courses are called.
18 did average over par. That's another one where I feel like you just hear Music City Open so easy from all the pros that I just did not expect to really see it at all. But 18 was.
I'm missing a European course.
The European course was in Sweden, if that helps you at all.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at a list of the courses Gannon played at last year, and he played at almost every event except for that one. Maybe I should have looked at Macbeth's.
When are
Matt,
you
you're gonna
get-
Matt, you're gonna have,
get extra
you're gonna-
European course in there.
you're gonna have to get the European course, Matt.
I don't
I got,
know.
Yeah, I got one hint for the remaining three. The one was in Sweden. One of these courses we have already played this year, and one of these courses is holding a
Oh.
major this year.
Why are we so
Okay.
stupid?
So Olympus.
Olympus is on the list. Also, one that very much surprised me.
I did not
yeah,
think
I was not
18 was
thinking-
over par.
Yeah, me neither. I had the exact same thought.
17 I knew was, but not 18.
Yeah, I feel like that is. I don't know. That definitely surprised me. I can actually pull up the actual
And then-
stats. Shout out to Statmando. If I can
Statty.
use my brain. Where did it go? Oh, it's because they have it listed as the Supreme Flight Open. 17 was 0.29 over par, and then 18 was 0.12 over par. So
okay,
thin
barely over.
margins. Which, to be fair, most of these are right. If
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, yeah, the closest being at 0.04 over par that's on the list, and then the most over par that any one hole was 18 at New London, which was 0.86 over par out of the 17s and 18s. So not total holes, but of those two.
Yeah. So we're missing two, one US and one European.
Yep.
Did we say Ledgestone?
So
Eure-
Ledgestone,
Lake Eureka?
Ledgestone
I don't know.
is technically one of these. I did not include it because of the layouts that Statmando has listed. One was on a different pin position than the other one. So it wasn't like the same layout that both 17 and 18 were over par. So I didn't include that, but Ledgestone,
Oh,
Lake
okay.
Eureka was a technicality away from being on the list.
Okay, so you're a liar. Okay.
I dabble
I
in
like
that.
the name. It's not Kansas City wide open, is it?
It is not. But not
was gonna say,
not on the tour last year.
We're looking for a European course.
Oh,
at
you're
this
so
point.
right. Well,
There's one in the States.
Oh.
Yeah, buddy.
That the hint was that it is hosting a major this year.
Hosting a major this year. OTB?
OTB is on the list. Winston
Really?
Park.
Oh,
I was a
man.
little shocked at that one.
I was very shocked at that,
That
one. I
course,
literally-
that place goes so overlooked.
yeah.
I dismissed it immediately again. Wow. Apparently, I
Yeah,
don't know.
so some
All right,
sneaky
you're
holes
gonna
out
have to
there.
give us. Yeah, you're gonna have to just give us the European one.
Yeah,
We're
it
not
was
gonna try.
at the Swedish Open, the Muirgarden Disc Golf Center. I honestly, I don't even really
I
remember
know,
what
like,
those
the back
holes
of my
looked
head.
like, but
I was literally about to say that.
those were also on the list of over par. So no, I think that that's what stood out to me. You know, Tyler mentioned it a lot and why kind of we liked Waco, but 17 and 18 coming down the stretch being in the most difficult holes really sets the tone, I think, for a good finishing stretch of the event. Plenty of chances to lose a disc out there at Waco on 18. A lot of people going in the water. If you recently have thrown a disc in the water or lost one, maybe a disc even beloved to you, like some people on this podcast, you can go to the link in our bio, get some more discs at foundationdiscgolf.com. You can even
Oh.
send it back and get
You're getting good at this.
get a trade in with Foundation Care, I think it's called. That's wild.
Yes.
You can also buy our merch. If we haven't said enough, please join our Discord and join some weekly challenges, do some fun stuff, talk to us there. And if you don't, we'll be back here next week, Wednesday night at 7:45 Central Time. Shout out the Central Time.
Just change it every single time.
Should just use a different time zone every time. At the end.
5:45 Pacific.
Pacific time.
That was
Pacific
difficult.
time.
That was difficult when I was in California.
Yeah.
Because I really didn't think I was going to make it.
No, it sucks. A lot of my friends that I play games with, like my brother is on Eastern time. He lives farther east in Florida, and then we've got a friend that lives in Oregon on the West
Is
Coast.
there a part of Florida that's central?
Yes.
Or did you say eastern?
Like Orlando is central.
Yeah, like straight south of me is still in Central.
Orlando.
Orlando's in
Taylor,
Eastern.
I was gonna ask
For
you.
sure.
I heard there were some crazy tornadoes in Alabama. How close were you?
We got super lucky and didn't get like any tornadoes or anything down here. It was just last weekend the wind here was insane. Absolutely insane.
I heard about that damage going on down there.
But yeah, we were supposed to get really bad storms, and I mean, it rained, but it was nothing scary, luckily.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
All right, chat. I can hear them slowly getting louder. I believe they've unlocked Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies on the.
Oh, a classic.
Oh wow, that
A
is
classic.
Unfortunately, my buddy is a nerd on Black Ops Zombies, and he's the only one who can beat me. So that is unfortunate. But good game, Taylor. I instantly picked or instantly thought OTB, Milo MacGyver, and one other course, and instantly was like, yep, all those are too easy.
Yeah,
I
it's
just went on by
wild.
them. And
I almost wonder if it's like discounting is like the players that we watch are like good and like get birdies, but then you like what you don't see is half the field that like double bogeys it, right? That just skews the average or something like that. But yeah, there were a lot of courses on there. I was like, it doesn't seem right to me.
Yeah, I was
and-
following Ezra Aderhold and what the heck is his name? Who's the guy that's on Formero?
Tristan,
Tristan Tanner. Yeah, I was watching Max suck. No, Tristan Tanner on hole 17 threw it OB, I think 3 times in a row.
God bless, bro. What in the world?
Yeah, he threw a good off the tee, like just to like middle, and then he just hyzered like 3 times in a row and didn't make it past. So he just kept throwing from the same spot.
OB is the great equalizer out there, man.
Hey, speaking of Tristan Tanner, you know what's interesting? Every pro that goes open bag instantly starts bagging destroyers again, and now on the new instantly starts bagging MVP envies again for his throwing slot.
Who?
Tristan Tanner, Drew Gibson, a couple other open bag players. It's interesting to see, like, you could see one manufacturer start to just.
But I don't think Envy is that great for the regular amateur player, to be honest.
Also,
What about Zone?
tough weekend for Tristan Tanner. Gotta say it.
I think
You've
the
never
Envy-
thrown a good envy?
Well, Envy handles a pro's torque and won't really turn over. It'll just hold the line and then fade at the end. If I throw it, it's going to gently fade the whole time.
Yeah, that's what I want, though.
I
think it's just different use cases for pro versus. Envy.
Yeah, but that's the difference.
pro
of
versus Ant.
what you and I are saying. Then, if I want the same flight as them, I need to throw something different.
Oh yeah, you just throw a proxy then. Yeah.
Well, that's
The
the whole
proxy is
point.
one of the straightest.
Well, that's the whole point of an Envy, is it'll go straight and not turn over, right?
Owen is in.
No, I always thought of it
You
as
have
the
an
double
elbow
combo
stuff again?
of you throw an envy for a little bit of stability at the end, or you can put it on a little bit of Annie, and then you throw a proxy for a straight shot, and boom, you're pretty much covered as far as throwing putters go, other than approach disc.
Proxies can be temperamental. I don't like MVP.
I will.
I'm done with them.
I will say I've thrown normal proxies that are a lot flippier, and then my Eclipse proxy is always just pretty straight. A little bit of like right drift at the end, but
Is a proxy the most flippy? Or is
the
there something
spin
else?
is the most flippy, and that thing is
Bro.
flippy.
No,
and
I'm
it's
not
like
talking about the spin.
it's
There's
like
another
curve
P
underneath.
one. Or is proxy what I'm thinking of?
Proxy is the one that's a very straight flyer. It's like beam straight.
Isn't there a P named MVP either
there's
putter
a
or mid?
pitch, but that's like
No.
essentially just a glitch from Axiom.
Are you
was
thinking the
watermelon.
uplink?
No, watermelon something.
They've done Paradox.
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 Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a mid, but
I was
yeah.
just. Oh, it is.
It's a
Okay.
pretty. It's a
I
pretty
was gonna
flippy
say it's
mid.
super. I was told it was super flippy.
Yeah. Well, for reference, the last time I threw my Paradox was a year and a half ago, and I was throwing like maybe 240, and it's still fully hyzer flipped to turnover. So
Oh yeah, dude.
that thing's flippy as all get out. But
But yeah.
Okay,
So
not to be like Gen Z hating.
Come on, man.
What does that mean?
What?
As all get out.
Is that really Gen Z?
that's an old term, actually.
Yeah, that's an old
Um,
term.
I've never heard it until Matt.
I
started
didn't get
telling me.
that from Gen Z. I got that from my like grandparents.
I've never
Oh.
heard that before.
Gramps in the chat?
What does it even mean?
As all get
That
out,
mean-
bro.
The maximum level of Flippy.
No. I'm saying the phrase itself.
As all get out. It's just saying the maximum level of that thing. Like you're why how they got it or like where they got it from. I don't know. You
Like as
have to
all
ask.
F word, just without the F word.
Yeah.
Like it's like as a Motro, dude.
Like, as a
God, don't get me
Motro.
started.
Dude, I hate this hat so much.
Yeah, that's our title sponsor. Don't
Why do you
talk
hate
about
the
them
hat?
like that.
I don't know. I just
It's-
don't hate.
It's the same hat.
No, but I have your hat, and your hat's chilling, and this one, like the fact that it's a different
You
color
don't
on
have
top.
my hat. You
Which
have,
one do I have? I have
it's
the
not,
rope one.
It's not this. Like what you're wearing is the cotton version of this hat. The one that
no,
you
you see
have-
this?
Yeah.
I don't like this. I don't like how it's stretching back there. Versus,
Isn't Cotton Eye Joe an STD?
Could be.
No, he was like a.
It's definitely.
Where did he come from, and also where did he go?
I'm
was a
pretty
dude.
sure it is referencing an STD.
I just know it's in Dance Dance Revolution.
Somebody Google it.
It's also in Back to the Barnyard, I believe. Let out that little freak, and he jumps around in circles for like 40 seconds.
Tyler, you were gonna say something. What were you gonna say?
I don't remember.
Just say it.
I don't care that you broke. I honestly don't know.
Results from the Google are inconclusive if it's about an STD or not.
What?
I don't think so. I think it's about a guy
Just a guy.
that broke
His
either
elbow.
broke
Where
her
did you
heart.
think about
or-
the think about the words? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Talking about an STD.
Talking about
No, I think it's talking
my
about a
back
guy
pain.
that hit it and quit it.
Hit it and quit it, bitches. Oh shoot, are we still live?
We are.
Matt's mom's gonna get on me for that one.
Dude,
Yeah,
my
that's a
mom
tough
texted me
look.
tonight. My mom texted me tonight. You know what she said?
What?
We're going to have an intervention in Tyler's room.
Why is she always hating on me?
That's so
Guys,
funny.
I'm hiding all the nastiness in my room. Corey's in a
box.
hotel. Taylor's mainly hiding it. And then Tyler's got
This is the
throw-
throwaway room of all of this stuff. In that,
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Throw it
hiding.
away.
Oh,
That's
That's a
not
thought.
what I'm talking.
Why do you
about.
need? Okay, why do you have a Huggies box?
That has something
store
in that my
stuff,
wife
man.
wants to
What
keep
is
in here.
inside it?
he's got to store it somewhere.
It's something for my daughter's birthday.
Is there
that we
poop
have.
inside that box?
This is the only box. Not disc golf. Anything disc
I don't know.
related can stay.
This was something with my daughter's birthday that got thrown
This is
in
what
here
I
by
got
my
right
wife.
here.
Ooh. Ooh.
Wow.
Shout out. Shout
Looks
out.
so premium.
I really like the Predator. I
I
feel
also
like it
like the Nashville
Kind
Predators.
of overlaps the. That's actually I was thinking about trying to get a yellow and black,
Mm,
the one with the lion on it.
yeah.
It kind of overlaps the Hellfire right now.
Do you think that Discraft should sign Nico Lacastro just to give him a signature Predator?
Dude, we need something like that.
Chad, I'll be honest. I got to go. I have to drive to New York City tomorrow.
All right, Chad.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Chad.
Good episode. Good game, Taylor.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Chad.
I'll speak to you all later. Goodbye, everyone.
The thing is, they're trying to get rid of things like this.
It's in the
They're-
Stalker.
Yeah, and the Stalker, even though they're
Um,
literally just animal.
This is a good podcast question, but I'll ask it here. Level of care
For
about
Matthew,
Ken Climo's 2025 in the bag.
I haven't watched it, but I have it saved.
I haven't watched it yet either. I mean, I'll probably watch it because I want to know what he's bagging. I'm assuming it's just all Discraft, right? And his stuff.
Mostly his stuff, but some Discraft. Yeah. Like he's throwing a
I
Buzz
wonder-
SS and well, it made me think of it. He's throwing a Stalker. He's like, I really like the Stalker.
Oh, of course he does. I wonder if any Discraft people are bagging his stuff.
I would like to try it. I just don't care enough to like go acquire it.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially the mid. I'm addicted to like throwing different mid ranges and being like, that's the
Me
one. This is
too.
it. More so than any other disc.
Guess what mid range is I just put in my bag as like my straight guy that finishes at the very end. Just put it in.
Not the Bel Air.
No.
The Rift.
No. That does a little bit of like a weaving action for
Yeah.
me. This goes dead straight for me.
I'm
eight- I'm-
MD1.
The Buzz.
No. I'm either playing with this or I'm gonna be playing with
Is it a hex?
the Inca. I'm not quite sure yet though. Because I think this disc pushes more. No.
I want to throw a Hex a little bit more. Bro, I'll tell you one thing, greatest sales
Not a
pitch of
dude.
all time.
Your
That
house.
the Break 68 video made me want to just go buy an MD3 so bad.
It's not that good. His MD3, he beat the edges off of it, so it
Yeah.
would flip. Like, so it does not fly like that.
Also, okay, I might have a weird opinion about this. I don't care that he did that. Like,
It wasn't entertaining.
it was entertaining, but it wasn't like Matt was talking like it was the premiere of Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
And I just like, oh yeah, he finally did it. Cool. And then I shut it off. And
Matt-
also, it was kind of
Matt
weird
loves
that
it,
they already
guys.
had the ice cream cake.
True.
They were gonna
Like-
have it regardless.
I know.
True.
I understand that it was there, but it I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know.
He doesn't
It
know,
was-
ladies and gentlemen.
It
It was a
almost seemed too easy. Like the way he threw all of his shots
I
compared
know.
to the other ones, it was
I
like,
know.
oh, why didn't you just do that every other time?
I know. I don't know.
It's weird.
And I will say, as a man that
Mike,
at one time could hit gaps and now cannot hit gaps, sometimes, some days it just be like that.
Yeah.
I know. It's just like even the more wide open shots.
Yeah, that
It
is
was
true.
like it was
Honestly,
like he
it's
put
what
it,
Tyler said. The biggest difference is he made every putt within 25 feet for once in a foundation video. Like he just didn't
That's
miss
literally what it
multiple
was.
like circle one putts. Shout out Michael Hammer DG. What's up, brother?
did they not have wind in Virginia?
I don't know. I hate wind.
Dude,
that's
guys-
that's honestly 90%, not 90%. 40% of the reason I legitimately have not been playing as much disc golf has just been so windy and it's just not fun.
40% of the reason.
It's not fun.
You guys don't understand.
Playing in the wind, not fun. That's my take.
No, it's not.
I threw 2 discs. One of them went hard right. The next one went hard left off of the same tee pad.
Bro,
Like
I was
the
thinking
wind-
about that.
What?
I was thinking about that when Matt was saying like having uncontrolled distance. I like PTSD flashback to like one of the last league rounds I played. Well, it was like a random flip dubs that I went and played, and it was hole 8 long, like the big long downhill par 4 where you just rip something. I threw my Faro and it was a little too flippy for the wind, and it went 500 feet in the absolute wrong direction. I was probably farther away from the pin where I ended up on my drive than I was on the tee pad.
I remember the one windiest day last year. Me and some of my buddies were playing. It's not even an open course. It just happened to be like a tornado right on that tee. And he threw, I think it was maybe a Halo Boss or something.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Dude, it flipped over and went. He was farther from the basket than the tee pad was.
Yeah.
because it just went around this lake and just boom.
Can I tell you something disgusting about a one player in Delaware who's like 970 rated? The guy throws maybe 3 discs, and he's a forehand player. He putts. He has a putter. He has like a zone up shot kind of disc. And guess what? He only forehands
Katana.
a Innova Champion Ape.
That's disgusting.
I'm
What's an
telling you right.
10
Like
minus
404.
3-1?
It's like
or
it's
minus 1-3?
I think it's more than a 10. I think it's like a 13 maybe.
Oh, what am I thinking of then?
I don't know exactly, but I tell you right now, there's one hole there that's like 500 feet. Slightly, it's downhill, and if you catch the right wind, which there was a massive tailwind, he parked it with this thing on a 500-foot downhill, like slightly downhill.
13504.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. What am I thinking of?
and it's a champion one. It was disgusting.
What's
I was
their
like-
10-speed destroyer?
Their 10-speed destroyer.
Yeah,
There's a
minus
new
1-3.
You mean the Wraith?
No, that's 11. There's a 10.
Oh.
Is it the Beast or is it
no.
the?
The Beast
10-5
is
minus
10
2-2 is the beast.
What's the disc that we always say that I'm gonna get but I don't get, or that we love?
the monster is super
Orc,
overstable.
The orc.
Oh yeah, orc.
Yeah, orc.
The orc
Yeah,
is
that's
so
what it was.
good.
So I mixed up the orc with the ape.
Yeah. Or I
almost
think I think I need to go get one like now.
The orc is so
Yeah.
good, man.
Yeah. I think the PD type disc is probably one of the greatest discs ever made, but
That
everyone
the
tries to
T-Rex is
bury it.
11404? There's no way. That's cap.
ew.
That's cap in
That
the
is-
chat, bro.
So is it time to put 12 speeds back in the bag?
Yup,
Hell
it
yeah.
was last
Hell
week.
yeah.
It was last year.
Bro, forces all over the place for me right now.
I'm thinking force. Should I go interval again or should I just go eras?
Eras.
Just keep all the eras. Okay.
Calling it right now.
I
Yup.
currently have 3.
Orc, crow, rock, coincidence. Ooh.
Whoa.
Honestly,
whoa.
I don't know. I don't know if the
What about
intervals. I don't know if the interval is all that great.
Um.
I don't love it.
Yeah. Retweet.
I mean, they got some guys that. I mean, there's some disc out there that are better beat-in destroyers than that. Unfortunately.
First person that puts something funny as a picture idea in the chat for what I should put in Matthew's box, I will put it ASAP.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Who's got something? Who's got
Mike,
something?
Mike, this is
Oh,
your
in that
chance,
box.
Mike.
I thought you meant like
Mike,
you're
this is your
sending him a
chance.
box.
What's the fish that Tyler always puts in the Discord?
Flounder. Dude, you know what my wife said? Oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't see this. You know what my wife said that another character that reminds him. What? I don't. Anyways,
Her of him.
yeah, Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Mm.
Yeah. But that would make us the brothers
yeah,
or the uncles, whatever they are.
yeah. I think it's uncles.
Yeah. Stinky and Burpy and
The baby from Incredibles. Dak Dak. That's my son. My son literally looks like him.
This is my son. There we go.
Flounder. Yeah, there he is. That's literally what I think of when I think of Matt.
I was gonna make it as big as possible. There we go.
Yeah,
Looks just like him.
absolutely it does. No lie, no lie, no lie.
Corey, I honestly think that you lost Baby Blue as a marketing stunt for the new Marvels.
trust me, I didn't. And I guarantee you, watch I don't even get a blue one.
That would be criminal.
They're gonna send me 3 of them, and they're gonna be pink, green, and orange.
Yeah.
That was just the universe telling you it's time to move on.
You know, okay, so I don't remember what horror movie it is, but there's a horror movie where they like cheat death, and then they end up dying the same way they cheated it. It's almost like fate.
Yeah.
Like, I
Mm,
almost lost Baby Blue in the leaves in the fall.
beat
and
to
then-
death. And he came
Dude.
back.
Sure as shit, I lose it in the leaves.
Came back. Can I also say today the high was 80 and it was so nice outside.
What?
So
was
nice.
70.
I mean,
Seventy.
it was 70 where I was too. That's true. Yeah. I was so sad. It's like
Is it Final Destination that does that?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, it's gonna rain. No.
Yeah, it sucks, but I'm just gonna bag. Actually, I was talking to Taylor earlier. I think I'm just gonna wipe the mini huck on the one that he gave me in Charlotte, and probably write penis on the bottom.
Classic.
What is it?
A Marvel.
It's a he gave me a blue Marvel,
Who did?
Taylor,
Oh,
in Charlotte because he doesn't throw them, and it has a green mini huck, and I just hate the Huck Lab stamp.
Oh yeah, you almost didn't take it because it had the Huck Lab stamp. I was like,
It's
no,
one of
no,
those.
for real, I
It's
will
one of
never throw
those
this.
stamps. Well, it's one of those stamps that I just like have seen so much that it's, to me, it's just overrated.
Yeah.
I mean, bagging one is kind of cool though, isn't it?
No,
Okay.
because I see it too much.
Yeah.
And also, it's a mini.
I don't
huck
like
and
I don't
it's
like the
not
mini
centered.
as much. Yeah, I like the
It's not even
centered.
centered.
I think it's so funny what you guys see and what I see are just so different.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know anyone that throws a Huck stamp disc around here. I've never seen one.
No. I'm not saying like personally. I'm saying like
Oh, just people in general.
Eagle had like 14 of them in his
Yeah.
bag, so every single disc he pulled out was a giant Huck Labs.
Well, there's
stamp.
your problem right there is that you're associating with Eagle, and that just kind of ruins it for you.
I bought a Huck Lab trucker
It's
hat
racism.
and a Huck Lab sweatband when I was
What even is Huck Lab?
16.
I don't know what is Huck Lab.
It's
Somebody
like
tell
a
us.
it's a shop in like the
Oh.
Pacific Northwest.
Then how did it get so popular with that stamp?
Everybody just loved it, man. They were really the first like more commercial dyers. And they just dyed that stamp, and the
Well,
stamp
they were
like the
charging.
design itself's like trademarked. Like I have a fake one. We dyed on a Boss back when I threw bosses all the time. So like technically I could be
Yeah.
prosecuted.
They've got that thing they've got that thing like charged up too. They charge like an arm and a leg for that thing.
Yeah. I feel like that's one of the companies where like they like people really get behind like, oh, support disc golf, support small business, and they're like they're doing fine, I bet, bro. I bet they're
Yeah.
chilling.
I
They're
still think
fat
it's crazy
chilling.
that Discraft had 2 cease and desists for very weird stuff.
I think it's
the-
weird the cease and desist for the whole Latitude logo, man. The swoosh.
Yeah, that's another one. I also didn't realize that O'Neill was.
How did they catch
Important.
wind of that? Oh, I guess I mean anyone could have caught wind, but why would they make a stink about it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like no
I
one cares
don't
about
know.
O'Neill.
Everybody goes through a phase, Mike. A lot of phases.
Yeah,
Right now I'm in a phase of my back hurts.
dude.
There's
got out of
nothing
the
worse. Back,
Something happened, and I immediately thought you gave it to me.
you gave me the ugly.
Stop it.
Freaking cheese touch.
There's only thing worse than back pain is mouth pain.
Mouth pain does suck.
Yeah. But back pain is so bad though.
What does Scott mean? Why now?
The Latitude logo.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like primarily a European company and now maybe they're just like catching more traction in the US. I don't know.
Yeah, but also O'Neill has been around for like
Yeah.
like 30, 40 years, so kind of tough.
That is tough.
Yeah. But yeah, Discraft with the Kong.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't use that. And then the Raptor font,
Who came at him with Kong?
like
King
the
Kong.
dog toys.
Oh, was it? I thought it was like around King Kong.
No, I think it's Kong
is it the
toys
actual
because they
Kong
have Kong
Frisbees?
Frisbees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That adds up. That adds up. I
They
threw a
have, like, the
prototype
dog-
Kong once.
The dog Frisbees. And then
Thing was sick.
Ford literally said, "You can't use our font."
Which, like, I
So they
never
had to
want to
make a
talk
new
that
one.
bad about it because, like, I love the guys at Hooligan, but like their logo is just a direct rip of another logo.
Yeah, but it's a rip. I think the Raptor font is they literally.
I was like
took it off
literally
of-
like
Ford
like
Raptor.
downloaded it.
Yeah,
It
like if
actually
you look
is.
at it, it's very close. They might have modified it barely, but it still says Raptor as the text.
Yeah, I stole
So
the
it's-
NASA font, so
It's kind of but it says Ursa.
I knew it.
true. Hooligan's logo is just the Hoonigan
yeah.
logo with an L
Yeah.
instead.
By the way, I'm definitely throwing that vibe in my bag for Iron Hill.
Yo, the new
That mi-
flip is so good. So
haven't sent it to
good. So
Hey,
good.
Hooligan, I know you're watching. Send me the flip.
Please. Thank you. It's so good. It's a little domey and it's more stable than like the old flip, but it's still just it's beautiful. It's so good.
I
It's
kind
more
of.
flippy or less flippy?
Less flippy.
Oh.
I always think about going back to the conspiracy.
Yeah. I don't know if they'll send it to me, but I would love to try their new mold.
They have a new one.
Yeah, the hype
Wait, which what?
pipe pan.
Paipan has a hype.
Yeah.
That is a hooligan disc.
I know.
If I ever heard one.
I just wish I was cool enough. I genuinely all I want in life is like a 9.5 -2.1 from Hooligan called the Riz.
The
Cool.
Riz.
That's what I want.
I don't want to sound like a piece of shit, but I'm going to. I make YouTube videos that are pretty good for companies, and then they're like, "Oh, that was incredible," and then they never talk to me ever again.
Thank you.
And I just like even that just the beginning of that hooligan one where it was like the two porta potties.
Hmm.
I thought that was clever as all get out. And nothing.
No appreciation these days.
Hooligans too far up Thaco and Jay Millie
Oh my
Like-
gosh.
I just don't know what I need to do.
and Trevor.
Or do I need to like email them like more professional?
Hello, sir or madam. I would
Yeah.
like one frisbee, please.
To whom it may concern.
Per my last email.
So Squatch has the navy and tan lore back in
Really?
yeah, and I really want it.
I wanted a tan one myself. That's
It's
that's the color I really like a lot.
It's this one.
The Calvin one, Tyler?
No, I don't like the navy blue. I want like a full tan one. Flip the colors. Flip the colors. I'll be happy. Isn't Calvin's orange?
Yeah, it's more burnt orange, yeah. Here's some news for you. 2 days ago, new approved disc, West Side Golf Disc Tide, Prodigy Disc Pivot, and the Dynamic Disc Treason. Disc news.
I didn't know DD was still making discs.
Understable distance driver. That thing looks flippy.
Treason?
Treason. What's the pivot? Brand new beaded putter.
Yeah,
with
Scott, me too.
NHL
I even-
stamp collabs.
I even asked them if they would ever do like the black and salmon because that was the original colorway.
There's still one at my local store that I look at all the time.
Well, for the lore though,
Mm.
they've never made it, and they were like, "Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say never," and I'm like, "So no."
So what you're
So you
saying
don't
is it's
plan on
not
it.
going to happen.
You're telling me there's no chance.
Weird.
Son of a witch.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna get out of here.
About that time.
Yeah.
Taylor,
Ganon's,
I hope your
Ganon's
back feels
colorway
better,
did
man.
take a long time. Me too, bro.
That sucks.
Me too. Trying to live my life, you know what I mean?
You better be better.
You
For-
probably you.
for Charlotte.
Never mind.
When is Charlotte?
I don't know, but we need to figure it out.
We do.
You better
Coming
be
up.
ready for it. I don't know
Coming
when
up.
it is.
I need to put in the PTO.
Coming up, man. It's coming up. Prime disc golf season's coming up. We got to go see Joseph and make the funniest another round videos he's ever seen.
Oh, I've already thought about it. What I want to do, I want to do a video where I show up to the front and I'm like, what's up, guys? Finally get to go say hi to all of my sponsors here at another round, and then we'll lock the door. And I'm like trying to open it, and then I look in, and you can see the lights turn off, and then the
Blinds
camera
closed.
angle,
Like,
yeah, and the camera angle is from the inside of me, like looking in like this. And I'm like, what the heck? And then you see like Joseph like hiding behind the bar.
I thought it was just going to be you walk in. It's like, we even went here last year. And then it's like a picture of the bathrooms. Like, me and my friend
Oh,
Tyler
God.
just like destroyed these things.
Yo, we did some ungodly things in those bathrooms.
It was awesome.
It was.
And then we get to go play Plantation.
Dude,
I love
yeah,
that course, man.
Yeah.
I know.
Honestly, I'm more excited to go back and play that course than maybe some other ones. Definitely. What's the one we did the challenge at or the disc draft at? That was
That-
close to another round.
That started on is that Kilborn?
Yeah, yeah.
Was it
was
Kilborn?
Kilborn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plantation
Kilbore's
was
fun,
sick,
but
man.
it's like you do it once and you already know the course.
I need locked in before we go a map printed out of Winthrop Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that. It's got to be a foldable map too.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even feel like
Like a trifold. It's
Yeah.
it doesn't even feel that significant to me anymore. It's
Because you
sad.
lost the DD3.
No, I'm over.
I
the
love how we
DD3.
both lost
can't-
this there, and like I've just never gotten anything about it. The orange DD3 just like lives in
What
infamy.
did you lose?
I lost
Was it
like
over-
This
Was it over
Pharaoh,
5?
right?
I lost a Pharaoh that I
Was it over
specifically
5?
brought to lose. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Because you specifically got it to lose.
yeah.
I feel like I threw the era, and Tyler made a comment about it. I was like, "Oh, that might be in the water, dude," and then immediately like Heiser is hard.
Because the wind was coming off the right. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was rainy. It sucked. What
I mean,
we do need to do
yeah.
is play Nevin, because I know for a fact Matt's gonna fall at least 4 times.
Dude, that's peak content.
That course
is
is
peak
aggressive.
content.
We need to somehow get a camera that's just always locked on him.
Just on Matt.
Yeah.
Get somebody out there with a drone, like drone
Or-
flyover.
You know those 360? What's that?
But like the Insta 360.
Insta
Like,
360.
yeah.
We need the long one so you can like get everything, and
Yeah.
we'll just put it up from his bag
just
so that
panoramic. You just see it fall.
yeah, you just see him fall, but we can get the angle like moved around.
Oh, that would be so funny. Bro,
And that's
honestly, like a full video of just like in a panoramic camera, like in somebody's bag would be hilarious. Like that
Yeah,
would take
no.
so long to edit, but that would be so funny.
It'd be worth it.
Matt, why are you on this? Go be with your people.
Yeah, idiot. All right, bye guys.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.